29 West, we looked at the messaging market and it was fairly stagnant. And so with a blank sheet of paper, we set out to build a faster system that would provide the type of power that originally the program feed handlers and direct market guys needed. Really come out with a product that would change the way messaging was done.
Although low latency messaging requirements probably, I would say, 10% of the overall messaging environment across Deutsche Bank, it does represent an extremely high revenue stream for us.
Historically, it's been much more focused around the arbitrage trading businesses who have always been very focused on low latency. Nowadays, we're seeing it more in the agency sort of DMA flows where people compete on low latency much more than they used to.
Low latency is important for us to get a real-time update and distribute prices to our clients. That's not old, so we can manage our risk. But the key drivers are actually throughput more than ultra-low latency.
Clearly, low latency is pretty high up on there, but also manageability, the way you can actually run it in a live operational environment, the stability of the system, the ability to link it to other subsystems and so on, just the ease of use.
If you and I have the exact same algorithm, I get my data just a little sooner. I pull the trade, you get the same idea, but the trade's already gone because I captured it. So I literally get 100% of the profit. You don't get any. So that type of thing creates an arms race.
The majority of the marketplace is governed by algo trading and electronic trading applications. That means that there's an increased pressure for us to trade on actual reflection of the market.
Selecting a low latency messaging platform, we look at a number of aspects. In the agency space, the DMA space, you need more resiliency, you need a little more reliability built in there. But ultimately, it comes down to the speed of the product.
What we see in Deutsche Bank is that there are other factors that we need to consider in terms of manageability, operability, the vendor itself. You know, how stable are they? You know, can they really be a partner with you?
The key drivers were that they were offering a solution in the space that we looked for, and as such they ended up on our short list.
It's a very real benefit for the business for us to say, if we can reduce latency by X amount in certain asset classes, this is the potential value that it will bring to us. It's a never-ending race.
For us, still, the single most important benefit of a low latency platform has to be the low latency. That is the primary driver behind it all. The secondary aspect of that, it comes in around the resiliency.
Latency is very, very important, but if your system is very fast and it falls over once a week or once a year or once a month, people still wouldn't buy it. So yeah, you have to be the fastest, but you also have to be completely stable, rock solid support.
By far the most important is just the ability to deliver either the market data or the actual orders themselves.
Definitely, I think it will enable us to get market share and maybe also move into some other segments, market segments.
I think a lot of people can provide low latency, but the business, if you speak to them, they will always tell you that they would rather sacrifice a small percentage of the ultimate low latency in order to get a more consistent behavior, because then they get a more predictable behavior out of the rapid trading applications, and that often means that they can make better trading decisions.
I think in all areas in our architecture we will have benefits of 29 West, because we get low latency and also that we can move parts of our architecture to a more modern, decoupled, message-based architecture.
The single most important benefit of a low latency platform has to be the low latency.
It gives you an edge in terms of the business, because if you can't do that, you have a very big problem.
We keep doing what we've been doing, continue to innovate, continue to grow, continue to have really the best customer support I think out there.
It's an engineering-focused, high-performance organization delivering what they promise.